Part 3 of a cleaning series I didn't even realize I started. Let's deep clean my son's playroom / movie room for all the kids. And I finally found the idea that I was looking for my son. Y'all, I've been searching high and low for this picture. I finally found it on Pinterest. It is super duper cute. And for me, I do not believe in gender roles, you guys. I feel like a man can cook, he can clean, he can do his own laundry. He should be able to be independent and self-sufficient. And like I said, I do not want my son depending on nobody's daughter to take care of him, depending on nobody's daughter to feed him. If it's not his mama or his sisters, he's gonna be able to handle his business as a man. One thing that I do always remind myself is I'm not just raising a son, I'm raising somebody's future husband, future father, future supporter, future provider. And with my son being the only boy, I want him to know the same expectations and standards I hold his sister to. I'm going to hold him to that same standard because like I said, there are no gender roles. You will be able to help your wife cook and clean. You will be able to be a provider for your family. You will open doors for your woman. You will respect her. You will value her. You will appreciate her. He will not be the next thug. He will not be the next hoodlum. Baby, I'm not playing these games with my boy. Now, this statement does not apply to all men, but I will say most of the men that I've come across are not providers. They're not protectors. Their mothers raised them more so as their boyfriends and not their son. And these behaviors I understand now were learned behaviors. These young men did not have examples of what a real father looked like, a real provider looked like, a real man looked like. They don't know what successful marriages look like. And unfortunately, it was collateral damage for my generation. And we just have to do better with our own children. Me personally, I can't speak for nobody else. That's what I'm thriving for, not just for my son, but for my children as a whole. And I am raising future wives, somebody's future husband. So I need to make sure that my children know I am training them up in the way that they should go. That's just how I feel. If you agree with it, great. If you don't, that's your prerogative. But here's the picture, y'all. Ain't this just the cutest little thing? Yes, love this. This is what I'm making for my son for Christmas. And I also feel like now that I've gotten older, I am very selective and I really do use my discernment when it comes down to who I allow in my space and in my children's space, because I understand that I'm not the only person that my children are going to learn from. Knowing that, I have to be very selective on who I allow around my children, just because everybody is not a good example, does not have the same moral values and expectations that I have for my children. I don't care who you are, friends, family, etc. I have the right to choose who I allow to be around and who to be an example for my children. It's not about keeping nobody away from them, but it's about protecting them and making sure that the people that are around them want the best for them. I cannot speak for nobody else, but for me personally, I do not want anybody that has caused me any type of childhood trauma to assist me with raising my children. That's just how I feel. But that's the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all like, share, comment, repost, engage correctly. Continue to follow us on our platforms. We'll see y'all later. Have a good rest of y'all day. Bye.